Hey YouTube, Yugioh here, bringing you the September 1st, 2011 OCG ban list. It was released this morning. I was woken up about it. Wasn't happy about it, but this is the new list. I personally am a little dissatisfied just for personal reasons, but this list is actually one of the best ones we've had in a long time. Start off with ban cards: Fishboard Blaster, Mindmaster, Giant Trunade, Roll Oppression. Trunade had to go, for sure. We all know that. The one thing it didn't get banned I thought was going to was 1-for-1, but the fact that they banned the Fishboard Blaster and Mindmaster kind of makes up for it, since those were actually the most abusable ways for it, other than Dandelion. But seeing those two go, I guess it justifies 1-for-1 staying. Roll Oppression, in a way, was a balance card in order to stop Slaughter Summoning spamming, but I guess it leaving promotes special summoning, which is what Konami's trying to do, so I understand it. Restricted cards, Blackluster Soldier on the beginning. We all knew this was going to happen as soon as the reprint got announced, and it made sense since the OCG lost priority, so BLS is actually not that broken anymore in the OCG. Here, I guess we'll just have to deal with it, because we're not losing priority, and there has not been an announcement for it, so whatever. Debut Dragon, Lone Fire, just hurting plants. Legendary 6 Samurai Xian, Tech Genius Hyper Librarian, Formula Synchron, Heavy Storm, Primal Seed, Xian Smoke Signal, Potter of Avarice. Debut Dragon, Lone Fire, Librarian, Formula, and Avarice were all intended to hit plants, so they did a decent job with it. I think the Avarice is like the most important part here in the TCG, because we rely on tour guide Sangin in order to get our one Lone Fire. So I think we're gonna have to wait until we get the TCG list to know for sure if plants will actually still be viable. Because with this list, and if we still have 3 Tengu and 3 tour guide, I believe plants are still really good. It's just a couple of changes need to be made. For example, I think the Raikou, any milling in the deck is bad, because if you mill your Debut Dragon and your Lone Fire, then you're kind of screwed, because you have to rely on that one Avarice in order to get it back. That's my take on it. Xian and Smoke Signal being limited really hurts the deck, because it hurts the turn 1 Xian play, which is really what the big problem was, other than Gateway. I think Xian could have stayed at 2 or 3. I think just limiting Xian's Smoke Signal was actually enough, but that's just me. Heavy Strong coming back. Back rows were a bit of a problem this format, so I'm happy Heavy came back with Trunade being banned. I would gladly take that. Primal Seed, random card. I look at it myself. I don't know if you guys know what it does, but you basically only activate it when you have a BLS on the field, and you can add up to 2 remove from play monsters, I believe, to your hand, so it's just to avoid infinite loops that can be caused with the deck. But yeah, that's the only reason for that. Semi-restricted, Summoner Monk, I guess to promote Xyz. Trigodia to 2, that's a little weird. I'm not understanding it as much. Necro Gardener to 2, it needed to come back to 2. There's no problem with it being at 1. Although now it combos with the Leviar Sea Dragon thing, since you can just defend it from being attacked, and then detach 1, special it, and then it's just like, okay, keep going. Delorean at 2, that was obvious it was going to happen. Delorean should never be at 3 as long as Symbol of Heritage is out. Destiny Draw to 2, need to come back. Swords, I guess with I'll show you the later card. Swords at 2 is fine. Mind Crush at 2 is interesting, but I don't think it's much difference. Call the Haunted at 2. Same, Reborn has been around, so Call at 2 is not that big of a deal. I don't think people play 2. No longer restricted, Judgment Dragon. This is the biggest problem I had with the list. JD at 3 with Heavy out, and we're about to get Legendary Collection 2, which means common JDs are going to be floating around, and the decks just got a little bit more sacky and more Twilight variations are available, so expect Lightsworn or a type of Lightsworn Twilight variant to rise for the next YCS. Spirit Reaper at 3, it wasn't really much of a problem, so it's whatever. Overlord Fusion at 3, well, they made it to 2, and machines didn't really do anything, so I guess we'll see what happens at 3. Mystical Space Typhoon at 3, with Trunade gone, I guess that's good. That's why Swords was at 2, Call the Hunt is at 2, it's fine. Megamorph at 3, it's fine. Gravity Bind at 3 with MST at 3 is fine. And Icarus Attack at 3, that I was running a little bit. I don't know why Konami did that. I guess they want to boost Black Wings up again or something. But it does make Icarus Glads viable. But we'll see what happens with the next in the next YCS. Overall, I think this format's going to be really decent. I am waiting for the TCG list though. I don't think anything's going to happen on it, but I can't know for sure if tour guide plans are going to be just as good until we get that TCG list. Well, the only thing we can really count on is Trishula being limited because the OCG is limited, but that's no surprise and everyone's pretty much prepared for it. So yeah, this is the new list, guys. I hope you like it, and I hope you guys can adjust your decks for it so you'll be ready for September 1st. I haven't posted any binder videos yet. I will soon, just to have school in like 2 days, and I'm rushing to get everything ready for it, so kind of busy, but I did have time to do this, which is short. Hope you guys like the list. Get ready for my binder videos. I will have them up soon, hopefully. So yeah, peace, guys.